I sent them a link.
Hey guys, so super excited. The journey. Come on, Athena. Super excited. Man, what a great morning so far.
So far, so good, huh?
It feels great to be just sharing all the good stuff that's happening in EXP right now. It feels like the journey, like I don't know, man. We've only been doing it for a short period of time relatively to all the experience we've had, but it's been an incredible journey. I mean, I've been able to meet some great people and kind of witness what you guys are doing. Tell me about EXP from your experience. Like, how's it changed you?
Well, because I'm in a specialized field, I deal mainly in distressed properties and commercial properties, a lot of probate estate. There's such a wide range of people in EXP because of our connections that I can reach out to, where before it wasn't that many people that I can reach out to. I mean, because of the workplace, I have thousands of agents at my fingertips that deal in the same field as I do, short sales, foreclosure, distressed properties, and that's great because sometimes you need that, especially in a specialized field.
So let's talk about Workplace, right? So,
oh wow, yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know what it is. So Workplace was created by Facebook, and it's a way for companies to collaborate, share. You're able to form different groups, but you're also able to just communicate with every single one of the members, right? So we've got 27,000 users on Workplace right now. We're one of the largest users of Workplace in existence. But what we use it for is just amazing. It just shrinks the world for us, right?
Right.
Who's doing the property used to have access to resources that were fairly local and the people that she knew outside of the network. Right. But now within EXP and with the use of Workplace, she's just so much more expanded.
Right. And I get to share best practices and learn best practices from thousands of agents now at my fingertips. So in a matter of minutes, I can ask a question and get my question.
You can go in there and potentially, figure out a solution for one of your problems, figure out a better marketing strategy, talk to them about, what's working for them, figure out, new tools and resources to grow your business. And I know when I go in the commercial workspace sometimes in there and I'll throw an idea out there, and I'll just, actually, you can kind of just read through some of the comments and learn so much just by kind of just being a voyeur inside the workspace.
It's like a library, right? So
It
any topic you want, you could search it, and the things that come up, I mean, it's just value that's been added by other members.
And you can click on somebody's name, get their phone number, pick up the call. If you want to get out of the virtual world and make it a real call, I had a chance to meet some commercial agents on the mastermind. We just came back to Mexico, and within 5 minutes on the beach after knowing of him in the virtual world, meeting him in one of the masterminds. We do masterminds all the time throughout the entire country and actually the world now, right? But I was able to connect with him. He starts telling me about a hotel he's selling, and I'm like, oh, I may actually have somebody for that. So we're communicating back and forth about those opportunities, and I think it's big because in the distressed world, you're kind of alone, right? I mean, you're just kind of having to figure out a lot. I mean, when did you get into business?
10 years ago. So I've been with Vince for forever.
So you've been like working the short sales and all that stuff like that?
Yes, probate, distressed, everything. So
back then there wasn't a lot of people out there who were like, oh yeah, come in, I'll be your certified mentor on how to learn how to do short.
No, there wasn't really a large amount of us, especially here in New York City, that know about those types of properties. So, and because my network is mostly, and my business is 95% referral based, Workplace makes it even better because now that they know that I'm, certified in distressed properties and that's my field, I get a lot of referrals from people all over. So that makes it even better. And it grows my business exponentially.
Has it?
Yes.
So being part of EXP community has helped you have a larger niche and expose yourself outside of your local market.
Right.
And you're getting referrals from other people who recognize what you've done.
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible.
From different states, from all over the place, which is great. And, I'm usually the go-to person for distressed properties. So
it's nice that you have other people to go to.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
That's incredible. So that mind sharing, it didn't exist before.
No.
I can tell you, I was a short sale agent. That was one thing I was like, I'm going to learn short sales. I'm going to be great at it. But there just wasn't a lot of people that were really just like, hey, let me help you.
Right.
You kind of had to figure that stuff in as you went along too. So being able to have that workplace community, I hadn't even thought about that. What a cool way to do it. So what else have you experienced with EXP that you enjoyed?
I enjoy basically everything EXP. I think being able to be a shareholder in the company that you work with is phenomenal. I mean, I think that's great. I think anybody would want to be an owner in the business that they work with. It gives you an incentive to do better and to bring people on and help them as well.
Have you ever worked in a company before that said, hey, we'd like you to be an owner of the company with us?
No.
It's funny. Have you?
No, I haven't.
No, my father didn't make me an owner of his company. He never called me up. Hey, son. Hey, I want you to be an owner of my company. It's a remarkable, interesting model, and I think it's probably the future, not just real estate, but for like a lot of companies, because I feel what I see is now is as agents become a shareholder and owner in the company, they bring a different responsibility, a different work ethic, a different desire, care, all of those things come into place and just makes the overall company bigger, right? They used to say there's no I in team, and I always was conflicted with that because there is actually me in team, right? And me, right? But if you bring a better me to the table, the team gets better.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's the secret sauce among 1,000 other secret sauces that EXP has. We bring a better me to the table, we all get better. It's just a better team.
Right. And as realtors, our number one core value is to provide value first. But as a shareholder of a company, you want to do that more, exponentially, because it'll help our business grow and our company grow.
When you're compensated as an owner, you give back as an owner.
Right.
Right. And it really is amazing. And Athena recently just helped build our team even further by introducing William back into our company.
Right.
Right. So that's an interesting story. We had an agent that was with us previously, and William left how long ago? Probably about 5 years ago.
Yeah, about 5 years ago. So I don't only do distressed properties, I do commercial as well. I'm commercial and investment real estate certified. And, when people have questions or you're in the same field, they tend to ask you questions. And me and Will always would go back and forth, even when he was outside of our agency. And when he realized that I came to EXP, he thought about giving it a chance. And he called us. And now we have a great commercial agent on our team.
That's awesome. That's incredible.
So Athena to me is all about networking and relationships.
I always want to feel like, tell me about a good deal right now that you may have under your fingertips that everybody else could take advantage of.
I have a 2-family in Brooklyn right now. It's an estate sale. It's very good, reasonably priced in Cypress Hill. So come take a look at it. It's about $100,000 under market. And it needs work. Yes, it needs work, but hey, let's go.
Let's go.
Real estate with Athena on Instagram.
That was signed.
Say it again. What's your tag?
Real estate with Athena on Instagram and YouTube. So come find me. I'm all over the net.
So you also deal in commercial properties too?
Yes.
So tell me about some of the inventory that you've worked with in the past and maybe have available now.
Well, we have property in West Merrick right now. There's a big deal that me and Giant Reinhardt is trying to do right now. It's a $15 million deal in Red Hook, Brooklyn. Yeah. So hopefully I can bring him some buyers, and we're working on that, now. So which is great. So we're looking towards doing that.
Good. So tell me about your future with EXP. What do you see? As I think before EXP, I think most agents were very transactional, which is about what's happening right now. And I think with EXP, because they're a forward-thinking company, it allows agents to start thinking forward. What do you see your future now that you're with EXP?
Well, at one point in time, I was thinking about having my own brokerage. But with EXP, you don't really need to have your own brokerage.
Right.
You can build a huge team here at EXP, and my goal is to do that. And to have a lot of agents that are specialized like me, because we need them out there. We need agents specialized in distressed and commercial properties, and I think that's great. So that's my goal.
I remember that day I got a phone call from Athena, and she said, Vince, I want to let you in on my goal because I know that if I let you in on it, you're going to work on it with me.
Right.
Right. And she said, I want to be a broker, and I want to give it 3 years. Right. She's like, 3 years. I want you to give me everything I need to know to go up and open up a brokerage much like your own and build it like you've built it. And we were working towards that. Right. And I'm glad those 3 years didn't come up before we made that transition.
Right.
And we're able to now transition and build together because now there's more alignment. Right.
Yeah. A lot more alignment, which I love.
Yeah. I think that, if most brokers were truly honest, and I'll be honest, I mean, EXP is better at it than I was, to be very frank with you. They built a streamlined process to protect the agents and their license and the consumer, right? And making sure, because listen, as a broker, I love my agents. If they got in a jam, I wanted to make sure they helped them. I wanted to make sure they did business. But, you know, I'm out there doing business. I'm out there traveling. I'm out there learning new things, stuff like that. And agents and consumers need somebody who's basically just sitting at their desk, ready to help them when they need it. And what EXP has created is that environment. So if an agent has to speak to a broker, that broker is there waiting to help for them. And if they're not available, they have multiple brokers stacked behind them to ensure that no consumer and no agent is left in the dry. And I couldn't deliver on that brand promise if I had to be honest. And I think a lot of brokers, if they were really being honest, like they just couldn't do it. I didn't have a backup broker or 8 other brokers that worked. It was, you know, we have brokers that specialize on escrow disputes. We have brokers that specialize on contract negotiations, appraisal negotiations, stuff like that. And they're designed and they're sitting there and they're interlacing each other, making sure that when there's a need, they're being responsive.
So what do you do if you know that you don't have that to offer your agents, but your agents want it?
Yeah, I mean, I think what most brokers do is they put their head in the sand. They just pretend that they do. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, that's the dirty secret about the broker model.
Or they tell the agents that's not what you really want. You don't want that. You don't want to learn about that.
Yeah.
Right. Stick with me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think that you know, if most brokers were being honest and they looked at the model and they thought, you know, if I want to give Athena the tools that she needs to be a successful agent, I want to give her something that she can be financially free with, and that she can have the best collaboration and the best health care and all those things. They owe it to their agents to let them grow, right? The agents entrusted them to have their license with them because they saw them as a leader and they bought into their systems. But brokers out there, and you know, a lot of brokers are small and they don't have the ability to do some of the things that EXP is doing for you. And you can leverage those tools and help your agents get to the next level. And I'm just excited to have you part of the team, to call you my partner, to watch your growth, to watch you and your, you know, go through your accountability. And it's just exciting times. I think it's a exciting time, not just for the consumer, but for the agents that are out there serving them at the highest level. So what would you say to somebody out there who's thinking about this, who maybe is sitting out there in the dark and they're like, yeah, that sounds cool, but what would you say?
I would say, come give it a chance, take a look at it, take a look at our model, how we work things, get a visitor's pass, come on and try it out for yourself. It's a great opportunity and don't miss out. You know, don't miss out on good opportunities, especially on the ground floor, because we're just now starting. And it's great to get on things on the ground floor. I mean, imagine if you were stocking Amazon some time ago. Come on, where would you be right now? Right? So, you know, start here on the ground floor where we're at now.
Yeah, I feel like we're about 27,000 agents. I don't know what the actual number is right now, but somewhere in that range. So we're not like, we figured stuff out, right? So we're not brand new. We're kind of in that spot where we're maybe a toddler, right? In the evolution right now and this is the time where the most growth happens, right? So if you're looking, if you're not getting the support, if you're not getting the energy, if you don't feel like you have a clear path for your future, you should come out and give us a call. If you're watching and you're a fan of Athena, give her a call, ask her the questions that you need.
I'm a fan of Athena.
Yeah, I'm a fan too, right? So give her a call, ask her the questions, and let's get your business going. I'd love to help you. I'd love to do a coaching session with you, or Vince or any one of the other leaders that are involved. We just want to see people grow at the highest level. I think that when we unlock the human potential, life's limitless.
That's right.
And we have a vested interest in each other. We have a vested interest in the company. And I think that draws people together and it helps you help other people to grow as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Any last things you want to mention before we move on?
I'm the go-to person for distressed property. So if you have any questions.
You're looking for a deal?
Yeah, you're looking for a deal. You have a deal. Give me a call.
Let's do business.
Yeah.
Awesome. Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
All right. Are we pushing?
All right.
Are they in or no?
We've got Joe LeBron.